Good morning, dear students. Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Fine. Okay, dear students. So this is a video of class 10 for the week, and in this video, we are going to talk about the chapter metals and non-metals, and we are going to deal with the topic, and that one is occurrence of metals and the various from the various sources we are actually obtaining the metals. Okay, now, what are these sources and where these metals, from where we can obtain these metals? What are the sources? And occurrence means from which sources we are actually obtaining that metals, so that we have to discuss. Here you can see that first point is that the earth's crust is a major source of metal. The earth crust is a major source of metal, and various types of metals we are actually obtaining from the earth's crust by digging that one. Okay, na? By digging the earth crust we are actually obtaining the metals, various types of metals. And also the second point, you can see the seawater also contains soluble salts. The seawater also contains soluble salts, NaCl and MgCl. NaCl is sodium chloride, and sodium chloride, if anyhow we'll break that sodium chloride into Na and Cl separately, then you know your Na is your metal. And if I will break that MgCl to anyhow, then magnesium plus chlorine it will give, and that magnesium is a metal. So we know that we have a soluble salts like NaCl and MgCl2, and it is available in the sea, in the sea water. Sea water is a source of NaCl, you know, rocks, oh sorry, salt, common salt. So common salt can be obtained from the sea water. Okay, now, so that we can obtain from that NaCl, we can obtain sodium, and sodium is a metal. So occurrence of sodium we can say in the seawater. Okay, now, then minerals. What is minerals? Okay, I will talk about the metals. Metals is actually found in the earth's crust, in the seawater. Okay, now, rock salt also, in the rock also sodium chloride is there, no, rock salts. So you can also separate that sodium from that one. Now what is minerals? Minerals is the elements or the compound. Here it is written, minerals is the element or the compounds which occur naturally in the earth crust. That means those compounds which we are going to obtain from the earth crust, that can be called as a minerals. Okay, now, some, why I am going to talk about the elements or compounds. Look, CaCO3, MgCO3, these are carbonate, these are compounds, and that compounds we can say that are the elements or compounds. Sorry, that are the compounds, and that can be called as a minerals. Element, some of the unreactive element, some of the I can say platinum, gold, these are unreactive element that cannot present in the form of one of its compound. So that actually form, that actually present in the alone form, unreactive element. So we can say that can also categorize in the mineral categories. So mineral is the element or compounds which occur in the earth crust, again, are known as minerals. Then second question is ores. What is ores? Ores we are actually obtaining from the minerals. Ores we are actually obtaining from the minerals. How? We know we have to do many of the process. Once after that, after digging the earth crust, we have obtained minerals. That minerals is, I have told, magnesium carbonate is there, zinc sulfide is there, PbS is there, various types of compounds we have obtained. But from that PbS, from that ZnS, from that HgS, from that MgCO3, CaCO3, how can you get your metal? Your metal is calcium, in the calcium carbonate. Your metal is in the magnesium carbonate, magnesium. Your metal in the HgS is Hg. Your metal in the PbS is Pb. So how can you do that one? You have to do various process. You have to go through that various process for separating that one. First of all, if you will take out some of the thing from the earth, it will contain lots of mud. Okay, na? Lots of mud is there. Then after you will see Some maybe different particles is also some rocky particles, or what, some we can say the soil, different soils, sizes of soils are there. We have to wash it first of all, and if it contains some aluminum, iron, then we have to separate it by the various process. So that is some of the process by which we can obtain ores from the minerals. But we have to look that whether we are investing lots of money, whether cost is very much high. So we have to see this thing. For obtaining the ores from the minerals, we have to do it from the conveniently, easily, not wasting too much money, not wasting too much labor cost, not expense should not be high. So that can be called as a ores. That can be only called as ores. Okay na? But if you are obtaining from somewhere, if you are having 5 kg of aluminium, if you are thinking 5 kg, 10 kg, 1 ton, 1 ton, okay, I am taking 1 ton of aluminium is there, and for 1 ton of aluminium cost may be 1 crores. And if you are wasting 2 crores, 3 crores, 5 crores rupees for that one, then how you are not in the benefit, na? So that cannot be called as a ores. So you can see here it is written clearly, at some places minerals contains a very high percentage of particular metals at some places, and the metals can be profitably, yes, profitably, it is important that you should gain some of the profit from that one. Okay na? So that can be called as ores. Okay, dear student, now here you can see it is given there are different types of ores you can, or minerals you can get. First of all, metals of high reactivity you can see at the left hand side, then after metals of medium reactivity, then after metals of low reactivity. If metals of high reactivity like potassium, sodium, if you are getting that one, then you have to do, for separating you have to do the electrolysis process, electrolysis of molten ore. In the solid form it will not give, so you have to melt that one, and then after, by the electrolysis process, directly you can get pure metal. Okay, if your metal is moderate reactive, medium reactivity, then you have to do the carbonate of, if your mineral is carbonated sulfide, suppose I have told na, magnesium carbonate, CaCO3, if you are saying MgCO3, this type of the minerals, if you have got, if you have got HGS, if you have got PVS, this one is called as sulfide ore. If you have got this kind of sulfide ore, CaCO3 means carbonate ore, sulfide means sulfide ore. If you have got this thing, then what you have to do, you have to, for the carbonate you have to do calcination process, and for this sulfide you have to do the roasting process, one of the process by which we can change this into the oxide. What? Calcination and roasting is a process by which anyhow we can change this carbonate and sulfide into the oxide, CaO, PbO. I have to remove sulfide and I have to remove carbonate. So if I am going to remove carbonate, then calcination process should be there, and if I am removing sulfide, then roasting process would be there. So oxide of metals we will get, and then after reduction of metals we have to do, we have to reduce that, we have to reduce with the help of carbon, with the help of a carbon. Not only reducing agent would be carbon, various types of reducing agents are there, but mainly we are taking the carbon. And then after here at the bottom, that is not visible, then you can see pure metal you can get. Okay na? So this is the process. You have to remember why calcination, and in which we are going to apply the calcination. Same, no? Calcium carbonate, roasting, sulfide. Okay na? So that you have understood. Now the third one you can see metals of low reactivity. Low reactivity means one metal which is not very much reactive, like platinum, like gold, like I have said mercury. Okay na? These all the metals are less reactive. copper also less reactive. So simply what you have to see, if you are seeing that is sulfide ore, in the sulfide ore what you are using, roasting, no? So again roasting, and from that roasting we can get our metal, but that metal is not the pure one, that metal is impure. Can I write here impure? That metal is impure metal, and from that impure metal, if I have to get our pure metal, then I have to do the process refining. Refining is a process where the impure metal can give you the pure metal. Okay now, so that one process is refining. Whole thing in detail we will do this in our class, but I am telling you why I have given. You will see this video, dear student, and you will understand the chart. This, it will give you one hint that in one chart you can remember all the things. Okay now, metals of high reactivity, electrolysis, directly pure metal you will get. Metals of medium reactivity, carbonate, sulfide, and maximum question comes from this portion. Maximum question come from this portion. And then after metals of low reactivity, you can see same procedure is there, and then after refining we have to do. Refining is important, remember that one. Okay dear student, for this video I will say thank you all of you. Take care of yourself. Thank you.